8:10, so we're only going to be about 10 minutes late for the original start time of the game. So the conclusion, the girls' game wrapped up quicker than what we'd anticipated after the delay for senior night, and then also the junior high boys game going a little bit long. Welcome back to Prep Nation TV. Now it's time for starting lineups. All right, this is your Prep Nation TV doubleheader games of the day. It's featuring Class B matchups between the Granite Panthers and the Mountain View Gotebo Tigers. The boys squad 18-5 correction entering for Granite and 11-9 for Mountain View Gotebo. We are moments out from the second game of your Prep Nation TV doubleheader games of the day, presented by Mountain View Gas Station and Granite Drug Company. It is Panthers, Tigers next on PNTV. Possession goes to the hometown Granite Panthers. Jump shot, top of the key, in and out, no good. Rebound, Mountain View Gotebo. So the Tigers hit the boards hard, crash. We'll go right into midcourt play, sets it up in the corner. We'll have our first pause in the game, so a brief respite here and back to action. Looks like the teams are ready to go and move quick. Off the mark on the shot, so it's 0 for 2 early on for Granite. They've been unable to get a jump shot top of the key and then offside perimeter. It'll be a second opportunity now coming up for MVG. Double pass, right midcourt, bobbles it momentarily, gives it back. We've watched them during Cato. They do this a lot. They'll do kind of tip passes back and forth to kind of get the defense questioning which one they're going to commit on, who to trap, and who actually to try to block on the passing lane. The lead pass and layup is good. Granite takes an early 2-0 lead. Sorry for the close-up for the neck, shoulder, and hair follicles of the referee. Another steal, back-to-back plays. He goes to the hoop, misses it. Putback is no good. Ricochets off, gets the third rebound. Fourth shot opportunity with the slick pass in behind. However, it is out of bounds. So a little nervous energy, probably the best way to describe it here early on. Each team trying to hustle up some plays, maybe doing just a little too much passing. That one just can't quite be held on to and goes flying out of bounds. All right, Tigers spreading the court out. They have got the defensive lane all the way pretty much from 3 to 3. You can see there's one rover in the paint that just collapses and pretty much just roams nothing but the box. To the hoop scores. That's an early 4-0 lead for Granite. Two layups. Same player. Top of the key jump shot is no good. And the three is good. 7-0 lead for Granite. Faster pace than the girls' game. However, the defensive prowess, if you will, has flipped sides. Now Granite getting the advantage and getting the early opportunity for multiple shots. And it is Mountain View Gotebo that has been unable to get into an offensive rhythm and get a really clean looking shot at the bucket yet. There was one from the top of the key, air ball that goes out of bounds. Kind of pump fakes, does launch, and off the rim, no good. Looks like we have a stop start over in the corner. Ricochets off the defender's foot. I believe that goes off of number 15 for Mountain View Gotebo. Shoots top of the key, scores. And it is a 9-0 lead for Granite. Panthers looking really sharp here early on senior night that wraps up, concluding the regular season before they start district playoffs, potentially next Thursday, Friday, and or Saturday. Would like to thank our coverage sponsor for today's live stream and video highlights for Mountain View Gotebo, Mountain View Gas Station. Thank you to Kristen and staff. And then for your hometown Granite Panthers, the Granite Drug Company. I have two really nice people I've got to know, John and Dr. Katie Murray. Thank you for your assistance and support. If you haven't been into Granite Drug Company, you got to check it out. They got a lot of cool stuff, other things in addition to supplements, vitamins, medications. Actual name, Dr. Catherine Murray, but she will take good care of you as well as John and staff. Go check them out. Show your appreciation for today's live stream by bringing your business to the sponsors. If you haven't given us a subscribe on our PNTV channel, please do so. It's free. All you have to do is go to the home button and click subscribe. It'll prioritize content whenever you're in the YouTube app. It also makes it easier for us to get sponsors. Our viewership number for subscribers and non-subscribers is about 78%. So we could easily have over 30,000 plus subscribers if everybody that tunes in each month would just click a button that takes 1 second out of their time. 11-0 lead. Granite scoring early, often, and getting high success shots. Some of these layups, others 2 3-foot jumpers. Another steal, momentarily loses it, and Mountain View gets the ball back with another opportunity. Jump shot is on its way, no good. Definitely going to have to zero in on following those shots and having a flank or someone that trails the ball. Granite is pretty much getting one shot, stopping, and then that is it. Top of the key, beautiful. Leads all scorers with 9 points. Nice move. Bam. What are you going to do? He is on fire to start the game. Into the hoop. And Polk gets on the scoreboard. It is, scoreboard has 19, so we'll update our score here. I had 18, folks. But it is 19-0. Granite. 153 remains here in the first quarter. All Tigers the first game. It has been all Panthers in the second game. Teams with the better records getting the better of it. Entering the game today, 18-5 for the Granite boys, 11-9 for the Mountain View Gotebo boys. The girls fall to 8-15 on the season, and the Mountain View Gotebo girls improve to a perfect 21-0. And it is a double up 20-0 lead. Just a tenacious defense. Really athletic display here. And there's the steal. Here's the pass, the fake. Oh, that one would have been nice. Unfortunately, just a little too much English on the roll for the finger roll. 124 remains. Another steal. Here comes Granite. Slows it down. Jump shot outside. The key is off the mark. 1 minute and 12 seconds remains. Class B doubleheader action here at Granite High School. Wrapping up the regular season for the Panthers. The Tigers will have a game tomorrow against the Fort Cobb Broxton Mustangs in a doubleheader, boys and girls in action. And then I believe they have one more game on Monday against Duke, if I remember correctly. Just so happens that Duke will also be in their district next weekend, along with Corn Bible Academy. Another steal just inside 50 seconds to go. Anticipates the pass, however, the floater or trailer is the money man as he picks it up and puts it in the bank. That is a old school fundamental technique. You always have a trailer on a shot and somebody going to the bucket, you have someone follow. Jump shot goes. Mountain View gets on the board. 22-2. 15 seconds, drives, trips up on number 15's foot. I don't think that's an intentional foul, but someone is going to get flagged for it, and it will be number 15. It really did look like it was incidental. He did not reach. He just stood there, and he stepped right on his foot and lost his balance. Or to quote Ricky Bobby, lost all muscle control. 8 seconds. Now down to 5. Clears the lane. Misses the little juke backdoor pass. And that's going to take us through your first quarter. Your score, Granite 22, Mountain View Gotebo 2. You're watching Prep Nation doubleheader coverage here at Granite High School. First game, all Tigers. Second game, all Panthers. We're back to a glitch again with the scoreboard. Only three of the Granite Panthers are showing up. I know how it's happening. I don't know why it keeps happening. There it goes. Catches back up again, leading all scorers, number three with 12 points, and then evening up the rest of the committee scores, just about two or four apiece. Only one score to report for Mountain View Gotebo, number 23. He got two, and it is just a tough, tough first quarter for the traveling Tigers. Like to thank our coverage sponsor for today's live stream and video highlights, Mountain View Gas Station and Granite Drug Company in Granite, Oklahoma. Nice looking pass, like the aggressiveness, scores. Best looking play of the game for Mountain View Gotebo by far. Shot is off the mark. Mountain View trying to get a stop and back-to-back buckets for the first time in the game. Really struggling. They have to thread the needle there on the pass, sets him up into a double play, and all over him. Polk with the long range, prototype basketball hawk body and skill set. He is all over the floor, swatting balls, and obviously very tall and lanky. Also plays basketball, baseball. And I've seen him actually on the diamond. He does stand out even more there than he does on the floor here because there's lots of other taller players on the court. Not always the case for baseball players. Nine total seniors recognized tonight before the start of the girls' game. 7 boys and 2 of the girls. Another turnover. 6:56 remains. Very quick pace to start the quarter. Jump shot is off the mark. Gets his own rebound. Leads it. Misses his second shot as well. Oh, high off the glass. Just can't quite get the finger rolled. Fakes, drives, one-hander doesn't go. We'll see if it's a reach over the back, and it is. I believe that flag's against number 32. 6:14 remains here in the second quarter. It has been all Granite after a all Mountain View Gotebo girl performance to start the doubleheader. Oh, got him for the push-off. Jump shot, top of the key, nothing but net. Sorry for the close-up, folks. Tried to avoid it, excuse me, as often as I can. Swats that one away, as you can see. Really elite closing speed for Granite. They've got several ball players here. Been very impressed with them so far in the game. Woo, he came fast, didn't he, folks? That is like a 18-wheeler rolling. Put back is good. Teams trade buckets. Granite, though, looking to really push the throttle up. Ricochets off his head there. The number 23 literally using his head. And another beautiful rainbow shot. Gets the steal and the foul over the back. That one is both players just losing position quick and going right along the baseline. Number 13 getting the worst for wear on that one. Right over him, knocked him right up against the wall. Fortunately, there's padding along the back part of the gym. It just pretty much just slung him into it and ricocheted right off. In the paint, pump fake draws the foul. That'll be on number 2 over the back. So early on, that's the third foul apiece for both teams. And we'll kick the ball in right here in front of us, as you can obviously see. Jump shot is up off the mark. Rebound, Tigers. Nowhere to go with it. He'll have to just kind of hold it and play. The percentage game gets the feed, and we cross midcourt once again. Double pass, block shot. 4:27 remains. Sorry about that, folks. I was moving the tripod. We had a lot of background noise. 2 people just right behind the camera yip yapping. 4:09 remains halfway through the second quarter. It is a 32-8 shellacking by Granite early on. Nice looking jumper. To the hoop. And he's going to shoot a pair. Free throw number 1 is good. Mountain View Gotebo finally cracks 10, gets in double digits. Unfortunately for them, Granite has long since left them on the double tally, hitting 20 and 30 points plus now. 2 for 2 from the free throw line makes it a 24-point lead. The one-hander looping shot is no good. Clears out the board. Takes the shot. Nothing but net. 26-point lead. That was a 2, I guess, instead of a 3. So we will correct the encoder panel here just in a second so we don't miss any action on the game for you. 36-10 is the score. And turnover on the wild throw. Granite falls back into more of a zone. We do have some parts to it that are man-man, as you can see. Block shot, kicks it back out. Jump shot is no good. Four fouls on Mountain View Gotebo, three on Granite. Possession arrow favors Granite on the jump ball. Nice stroke on the jump shot. It's in. Inside of 2 minutes to go. Takes it coast to coast on the steal and deal. Post up shot is good. So the Tigers respond. Here come the Panthers once again. Wide range three is off the mark. Gets the rebound, resets it in and out. No good. Over the back, 33. Nope. Yep. That's how I see it. But 25 is already running all the way down the floor. All right, so 15 foul in the second quarter. And that'll have him now shooting 2 for 2 the rest of the game, at least for the second quarter, I should say, rest of the first half. Forty-12 is the game. We'll have another foul flagged and assessed. So now 4 fouls on Granite. One more would put Mountain View Gotebo on the bonus for the rest of the quarter. Pass once again anticipated and stolen. Just one place. Stop and shop, man. You get a rebound after the steal, sling it down the court, takes one dribble, layup, scores. It's about as easy breezy as it gets. Three is no good. Rebound and put back no good. Second shot. And here comes Granite once again with an opportunity for a quick score and response. 27 seconds or so remains before halftime. Another foul on the reach in. Put them at the free throw line to shoot a pair. In and out, no good. And now down to 10 seconds before halftime. Putback is not going to count. Your score at halftime, Granite 42, Mountain View Gotebo 12. You're watching Prep Nation TV coverage of the Class B doubleheader matchup here at Granite High School.
and gentlemen, if I have your attention, we're going to do the drawing for the Granite Ag Booster fundraiser. This is for our excellent FFA program. This is for a $500 drilling package for Mike's Meat in Cordell. This includes ribeye steaks, New York strip steaks, extra lean ground beef patties, as well as grilled pork chops. If you are the winner, please give it to Mr. Nathan Davis, the ag teacher at Granite Public Schools, so you can get whatever you need to do this up. Let's go ahead. We're going to have Mr. Lincoln draw out the winning chicken. And the winner is Chris Kerr. All right, thank you everybody who donated. We appreciate you. Chris Kerr.
upcoming district, regional, area, and state playoff pairings for classes B and A. Uh, of note, Granite boys have secured a bye, and they will meet the winner of Olusti El Dorado and Sweetwater. So Granite automatically qualifies for regionals. Even if they lose that game, they will play next Saturday, February the 10th, against either Oluste El Dorado or Sweetwater. That is for the Area 3 bracket. For Area 4, this will entail Mountain View Gotebo. Duke has got the seed for the bye, and it'll be Corn Bible Academy versus Mountain View Gotebo next Friday night, 6:30 p.m. And then the winner meets Duke the next day. Winner and runner-up both advance. Again, that is on the Area 4 brackets, and that is the boys' games. So Granite starts right where they left off, another 3 and another made shot. For the girls' side of the bracket, no surprise here. Mountain View Gotebo gets the seed for the bye. They will play either Duke or Corn Bible Academy next Saturday at 6 p.m., February the 10th, and they will automatically qualify for regionals, either as the winner of the district or runner-up. Jump shot off the mark. And to the hoop scores. Well, it is just pretty much prolonging their agony, as it were. Dip, 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 bing, 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 almost like your pinball machine. Arching 3 is no good, crashes the board. Perfect opportunity for a free throw, and that is exactly where we're headed. 4:24 remains here, almost halfway through the third quarter, and it is still Granite leading by a wide margin, 52-16. So Class B and A pairings now out. They call them the area brackets. However, they have the matchups all the way through state. Obviously, you're not going to know who's seeded 1 through 8, but it will give you where the teams will slot as champions of areas and then potential runner-ups that come through consolation. So usually it does give you a pretty good idea if you go off of the rankings and then who finishes the champion and who finishes the consolation. If they just played each other that weekend, usually they shuffle, and so there will be a little gamesmanship going on with that. The Class B and A brackets out now for regionals, districts, regionals, area, and interstate tournaments. 54-16 is the score. Leading all scorers in the game, number 3, Justice Davenport. Thank you to the young lady that hooked me up there with the info. Really good one, and yes, really good one is exactly how you would describe him. He's got more points than Mountain View Gotebo's got, and if it was Justice versus Mountain View Gotebo, he'd be up 2-1. It'd be a 32-16 game, Justice. So he is balling out tonight. Jump shot in the 3 is no good. Crashing the boards is Pope. He clears it back out. And here comes the aforementioned baller. Oh, man. I walked him into that success story, ladies and gentlemen. 35 points on the game. Top of the key, off the mark. Mount View Gotebo tight ropes. The rebound keeps the possession. Contested ball in the paint, kicks it back out. Three-pointer if it's good, and he makes it. So the teams trade threes. Back top of the key again. Bam. That's what you call money in the bank, folks. He gets the ball. He's going to score up to 38 points now. So keep an eye on that. We're not even in the end of the third quarter yet. That we could potentially have a 50 or a 60-point score. Crashing the boards once again, and wham! Almost a collision averted there in the paint. And the alley-oop without the dunk, but beautifully done. 30 points on the game. Oh, I don't like that call at all. That ball was being in the process of contested, stolen almost, and that is the contested rule that you're allowed to go over. It was a wide pass. Both players were tracking it down, and so a bad call goes against Mount View Gotebo there on the backcourt violation. Wasn't like it was just a bad throw and there was nobody there. They were actually both contesting the ball. Oh, another ISO read. Jump shot is in and out, no good. 2:15 remains. It is all Granite. 62-19. Scoreboard disappears again, so I apologize for that. Kind of been an off-on, off-on, and off-off-off scenario most of the game. Jump shot. Player collapses right here in front of us. Loses his shoe. And I was wondering what happened to him. He just gave totally out, went flying in the air. No worse for wear. He's back up to midcourt. He is heading over to the bench. So it looks like we're going to have somebody readjust his shoe maybe. Doesn't seem to be fiddling with that, so maybe it just took the breath out of him. Jump shot is off the mark. Rebound, Tigers. And the three in and out. Battling for the ball goes the way of the Panthers. They're already down in scoring position. Kicks it out. Jump shot outside the key. No good. Pump fakes. Drives. Dishes into the paint. Beautiful pass. And misses, but the putback is good. Haven't heard of this young man, but that's probably my fault for not getting up this way much. He can absolutely ball. And the double steal. Here we go. Wide open. Scores it. So Mountain View Gotebo right before the end of the third will get their 21st point of the game. Oh, it looks like the backboard blocked him. He lost possession of that one before he even got straight up to the net. Inside the 30 seconds, we got a potential steal, and that is a foul. He dishes off, pump fakes, jump shot is on its way, no good. 15 seconds to go. Here come the Panthers once again. Crosses midcourt, top of the key, jump shot is on its way. Score it. And it is just us right now. 45 points on the game. Top of the key, shot no good. Your score through three. The Granite Panthers 67, Mountain View Gotebo 21. You're watching Prep Nation TV. "60-second timeout. That'll give us a shot at the cheerleaders from Mountain View Gotebo. A little bit of a surprise, only two for the home team Granite. Full squad for the Lady Tigers here. Well, it was a blowout in the first game. Mountain View Gotebo girls improved to 21-0 with a 40-plus point victory. And looks like the Granite boys are going to cruise to their 19th victory on the season, improving to 19-5. Literally just iced the player there. So we'll redo it again as it momentarily causes him to bobble and commit an infraction. Rebound, so no good on the shot. Oh, beautifully stolen. Boy, he just came in and snuck that one out. Backdoor. Jump shot's on its way. Off the mark, no good. Rebound. Timeout called. Mountain View Gotebo. That will put it at 7 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Timeout called. Head coach Landon Scales. Can't quite get it to go. He does a little two-step along the back end base, almost turning the ball over, then eventually does. And we're now down to 7 minutes now and change here for the fourth and final quarter. Like to thank our coverage sponsor for today's live stream and video highlights, Granite Drug Company and Mountain View Gas Station. If you haven't subscribed to our PNTV channel, please do so. Just go to Prep Nation TV homepage on the YouTube app and click subscribe. 6:54 remains. It is a 46-point lead for Granite. Well, I've been lucky in the second half. He's stayed away generally. He had me about 3 times during the girls' game, and then he is back at the free throw line shooting a pair. First free throw is no good. And 1 out of 2. And another pause in action on the foul. Isolated read at 3 is no good. It's 0 for 4 for Justice after just tearing it absolutely up. 45 points through 3 quarters. Just a reminder, tomorrow we will do a doubleheader once again. It'll involve Mountain View Gotebo and Fort Cobb Broxton. Some of that is by design. The other part of it is just trying to stay a little bit closer. We have been building a home, and that has taken priority over my normal schedule. And at the same time, trying to get in some of the teams that I think really legitimately have a shot to make it to state. And I feel pretty comfortable in saying Granite definitely has a shot for the boys. And I know that the Mountain View Gotebo girls have a shot. And tomorrow, definitely Fort Cobb Broxton boys. So it'll be no rest for the weary tomorrow for Mountain View. They'll go from the frying pan to the oven, literally. Looks like they're going to fall to 11-10 on the season and maybe finish the regular season 11-11. However, they do have a game scheduled Monday against Duke. I'll kind of check that to see if they stay with it, because Duke and Corn Bible likewise are in the district pairing with Mountain View Gotebo in Area 4 for Class B. However, Duke boys have the bye. Mountain View Gotebo girls have the bye. So I don't think they will cancel the game on Monday, especially since they have no other game scheduled the rest of the week. Correction on the scoreboard, I just gave the points to the wrong team. One-handed floater doesn't fall. Jump ball is the call. Possession will maintain Mountain View Gotebo. Off the mark, no good. Here come the Panthers. Back down court, pulls it back, turns it over, and that is definitely going to be off of him. A massive pileup on the interstate. Been a busy night here at Granite High School. Junior high squads played. And then senior night recognition for 9 players. And then the girls' game delayed until 7 o'clock from 6:30 original toss, or I guess tip-off. And so we've had back-to-back games for junior high and varsity, or junior varsity varsity. Sometimes you do have members on the junior high squad that are on your JV squad. So it's back to a 40-point lead. In effect, Mount View Gotebo has trimmed 6 off of the highest lead of the game for Granite. In and out, no good. At 47 points, in case you're wondering, I said we might have a shot at 50 or 60, and I'll stand by the 50. I don't know if we're going to make it to 60 now, though. Rejection, and here they go. Oh, all the way to the hoop, and he is fouled. First free throw is good. And back-to-back on the free throws. 49 points. Oh! That is going to be a flagrant. Of course, it hasn't drawn the ire yet, but that was pretty intentional. I mean, it looks like he launched him from behind, so that's leading to a technical. So they did catch it. I mean, he put him in the air about 6 feet high. Sometimes that's not intentional, really. I think when you get in a blowout game and the guy that's on the verge of hitting 50 points and does, you see him going up for the play. You don't want to be the guy to get posterized and give up number 50. That's precisely what you do. So hits them both, and they're going to put him on the bench after the 51-point performance. Congratulations to Justice. What an amazing game. And he is officially out now with 3:54 remaining in the fourth quarter. Possession will be maintained by Granite after the technical. This could be a potential 5-point swing, but it ricochets off the backboard, hustles up a rebound, then we have another collision over by the cheerleaders. So it's going to be hard to deduce who that foul was against, if any. And they're going to just call it a possession turnover, stepping on the line probably. We'll have a brief timeout. (73-29). Back up to a 44-point lead. Largest of the game, 46 for Granite. Will have a reach-in foul over the back against number 34. That'll put him on the free throw line now after being in bonus. So the rest of the way after the 15 foul, Mountain View Gotebo will shoot 2. They have 3 fouls. They'll need to get 2 more to put Granite likewise at the floor. Gets it to go, hits the 30th point of the game. So there should be reserve players in from here on out, it looks like. Nice hustle. Number 34 maintaining possession, the rebound, and gets the pass off. Jump shot outside the key is short, no good. Kicks it back off. They'll cross midcourt. Here come the Tigers once again. To the paint. Shot is no good. And going to say the first part of his right foot steps over on the red. Dishes in the paint, swats. Shot is no good, gets his own rebound, and he will be fouled. You can pretty much pick your player on that one. 23 holds the presence, however, 13. Sure that I got the right number on that one. It's the young man that's all the way deepest in on the box out for Mountain View Gotebo. Number 1 is the number. Ooh, it's getting a little bit chippy. After the foul, they are in bonus, a new rule in OSSAA this season. 5 quarter fouls automatically bypass 1-and-1s, and it's no longer hitting that 6 foul and a half. And so now it'll be basically a tit for tat, I would assume. If one fouls, the other one's going to foul if the other team can't score. Free throw is good. I'd like to thank everybody that's watched tonight on Prep Nation TV. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do so. Go to the homepage, click subscribe. It is free, and it'll prioritize content whenever you're inside the app. I'd like to thank our coverage sponsors one final time, Granite Drug Company and Mountain View Gas Station. 2:35 remains in the ball game. It's a 42-point lead. The teams are going to split pairings. Mountain View Gotebo girls with a 40-plus point victory early. Looks like Granite is going to be able to match that for the boys' game. Both teams with the better records won. Mountain View Gotebo girls improved to a perfect 21-0. The Granite boys will improve to 19-5 on the season. I believe they're ranked number 11 if I saw the last set of rankings. They definitely look every bit that or better. .219 remains in the ball game. Could have had a double foul call there, but it's a no call. 73-33. And a double steal. Looks to post up, pulls back, fires the shot just off the mark. Maintains possession on the ball. Here come the Tigers once again. And now down to 1 minute and 40 seconds to go. Well, I can tell you this much. He may be a reserve, but he's not afraid to get after it. He has been relentless on the defensive side. And the Tigers now have trimmed into a once commanding 46-point lead. Dropped it now down to 39. Number 34 has fouled out. So as I alluded to with his aggressiveness, lots of early fouls picked up coming in off the bench. And so that'll be 5 for number 34. Hits them both. Nice looking free throw shooter there. Really good arch and backspin lob on the ball. Post up. Oh, just in and out. So the battle of the reserves definitely going the way of Mountain View Gotebo. They have chipped into the lead. Definitely still going to be a blowout win, but it's going to look at least a little bit more respectable, manageable, however you want to refer to that. Minute and 14 seconds remains. He posts up, squares, puts the shot up, no good. Rebound underneath the paint. And we basically are now down to the final minute to go in the ball game. Another steal. Here come the Tigers. If they hold the ball, they'll be able to hold this to a 38-point lead. 45 seconds. So it looks like the night goes to Mr. Justice Pennington with 52 points. Rebound now, Granite. They should be able to get the final shot of the game if they want it. And they can also likewise hold and just run the clock out. 20 seconds. And 10 seconds. So that's going to do it. Your final score, Granite 73, Mountain View Gotebo 35. Tigers and Panthers split the series. Girls victorious for Mountain View Gotebo. Granite boys pull it out. Thanks for watching Prep Nation TV. Have a good night.